So family, everyone out there in the world, this is Nihility to Entity Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars for the first half with the Sun being in the sign of Leo. Now, Aries, this is going to be trining you during this time with the Sun in Leo. And the Sun in Leo is going to make us all act and pay attention to expression and creative endeavor, whatever we're creatively working on. Alright? So whatever house you have Leo in, that will be the house that you will have a spotlight in and be forced to pay attention to. So, with that being said, Aries, you are trying this once again. So you're going to have the gift to be more fixated in your cardinal energy, being cardinal fire. So Aries is cardinal fire, initiating and creating new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Aries was born out of the first house of self, personal interest, and personal affairs. So with that being said, in personality and in just individuality as in a whole. So Aries are really individual people. You won't really find Aries unless you are in your own individual path yourself. So, with that being said, let's get to shuffling your deck 2 more times. 1 and 2. Now let's pull out your 9 cards for your reading. And then I will clarify it with the Waite deck, and pull 3 cards out of the Moonology Oracle deck afterwards to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me, as well as I hope you have a good, are having a good, this should be uploaded on Jupiter Day, so I hope all of y'all have a good Jupiter Day, and I hope that your first half of the Sun being a Leo will be a good one. Give me 1 second before it just fell. You guys are a little impatient. 1 second. That hardly ever happens, so. Yeah, you guys are scattered as well. Alright, let me just put it overall and let's get to it. Now, with your overall card of the reading being the Knight of Pentacles, so this is you taking a slow, methodical, practical movement towards what you are wanting and desiring in the moment, while the Sun is in, with the Sun being Leo, and that's with first 15 degrees of Leo. So you're taking your time through it all, through this first half of the season of Leo. Now with this first card that you get is the Queen of Swords, so I feel like you are being self-aware, independent, standing in your truth, or whatever your truth may be for you. Okay, so you are being very communicative about your truth as well. Just don't be the Queen of Swords in reverse and be cold-cutting. Be the Queen of Swords upright and give the good advice, positive advice, and you'll be fine during this first half. Now with the second card being the Wheel, so that the Wheel is new cycles, so you're going into a new cycle during this time. And with this being said, you are again starting new cycles, as well as life is moving for you in a positive direction. But like I said, with these new cycles, learn the lessons through these new cycles during this first half of the Sun being in Leo. Now, with your third card being the Emperor card, this is saying that you are taking power and control over whatever you are working on, or relationships, or whatever. We're going to have to clarify this when we get to it. This is Aries energy, so with that being said, you may be dealing with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or just your Aries energy in general is being amplified because you have this gift with the sun being in Leo. So you're being more fixated in your cardinal ways. Alright? Now, with the Ten of Pentacles being your next card, you have everything that you want and need in the material world, and you are being very successful in your life in the present moment with when the sun goes into Leo. So, this is a really good card to see. It's a card of abundancy and happiness in the material world. So, very good, Aries. I like this reading so far. Really standing in your truth and really standing for what you believe in and starting new cycles along the way. Now with the next card being the Chariot card, you are being emotionally, you're going very emotionally towards whatever it is that you want and desire. Like I said, with the Emperor, you are taking power and control over whatever it is that you are dealing with. And with the Chariot, this is a fast movement card. Typically with the emotions, if you could be dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Alright, so with that being said, moving on to the next card, you get the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, this is a lot of choices, but this is also dreaming. So you may be heading emotionally towards dreaming about what you want to do in your life and what you're desiring in your life during the Sun in Leo. Mind you, you are in the energies of the Ten of Pentacles, which is happiness, abundance, and fulfillment in the material world. So, if this isn't about dreams, well, watch out for illusions before I say what I say. But yeah. Watch out for illusions if you're in the illusions, because Neptune is retrograding in the sign of Pisces, which is right next to you, so you can see another side to how you are dreaming and what illusions you are in, especially when evaluating past dreams and illusions. Alright? You also have this Mars in Leo and Venus in Leo energy, very abundant or very powerful during this time. Even though Mars is about to go into Virgo, but I believe Venus is going into Virgo first. So towards the middle of Leo, Mars and Venus will be in Virgo. So, and that would be opposite Neptune. So we're going to be dealing with a lot of oppositions for the next, I would say, 5 months up to Sagittarius. But even then, we're still going to be dealing with a little bit of chaotic energies during this time. Alright? But we have a little bit of break in Sagittarius. We're moving on from the Seven of Cups. Well, the Seven of Cups is talking about choices as well. So you may have a lot of choices in your life. If this is about choices, then narrow your choices down to 2 or 3 at a time. And main choices, or 2 or 3 main choices, so you don't feel all over the place. So feel like you're all over the place during this time with the Sun in Leo, when the Sun goes into Leo. Now with the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles is talking about you either holding too tightly onto what no longer serves you for the betterment of your own well-being and your highest good, or this could be you needing to hold on to whatever it is that you are taking power and control over. But we'll clarify this when we get to it. Now your second to last card is the Tower. You could be dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars. But in any case, you are letting the Tower fall and getting rid of anything that no longer serves you for the betterment of your own well-being, your highest good. The Tower is a bit of a chaotic energy, but what follows the Tower is the Star card, so heal from whatever Tower moment you experience. But we have to clarify that to get see what's going on with the Tower. Your last card is the King of Pentacles, but definitely not least, last but not least, is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a card of material abundance, sufficiency, and being very grounded in this abundance and sufficiency in the material world. And having everything that you want and need in the material world as well. Do your best to not have this control you or make you influence you to be selfish. because it took you a long time to get here, but in any case, do your best to be a fatherly figure during this time with the sun transitioning the first 15 degrees of Leo. Now let's clarify these cards. And starting off with the overall. Okay. Now, with this also showed up during the shuffle, so I was surprised it's here. Kind of peeked stuff out whenever I first started shuffling. But this Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. So you have a material opportunity in store for you. Now you are taking a slow and practical, methodical, and taking your time and going with this opportunity in the material world. So I feel like you should take this opportunity, whether it be a business, a relationship, a goal or aspiration or whatever, but there is an opportunity in store for you when the sun goes into Leo. Now with the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords gets clarified by the Four of Wands. So as long as you stay independent in your truth and being self-aware, you will reach a place of a happy home. Alright, you could be getting married, represented by the wreath or the flowers hanging from wand to wand, with the wands on each end. So you could be getting married, especially with the happy family in the middle of the card. So you could be getting married once again, but overall you standing in your truth, being self-aware and independent, will put you in a place of happiness in your home. I feel like you are having a happy home. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fortune gets clarified by the Eight of Cups. So you are walking away from what no longer serves you for your highest good and the betterment of your own well-being. So with that being said, keep walking away from what no longer serves you and let the wheel turn, or you are starting new cycles while doing so. Now with the Emperor, you get the Ace of Swords. I'm going to move this over here. Just naturally wanting to pick it up from over here. Give me 1 second. Alright, so with the Eight of Swords clarifying the Emperor, this is you taking the power and control over an idea that you've given birth to, or some sort of clarity that you've gotten recently, with the sun being in the first 15 degrees of Leo. So take this moment of clarity and this moment of, or this birth, idea that you've given birth to, and take power and control over this idea. Now with the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords, this is saying, talking about support of defeat, and by accepting defeat, you will reach a place of happiness and abundance in the material world. But you have to go through the defeat in order to get there. Alright? People go through challenges, people get in situations that are that you're gonna that are needed to accept defeat to move on. So accept the defeat, and you will reach a place of happiness and abundance in said material world. Now with the Chariot card, the Chariot is clarified by the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands clarifying the Chariot, this is saying that you are launching long-term goals while moving very emotionally towards whatever it is that you want and desire. I feel like you might be starting a goal or aspiration or business or possibly a relationship for some. Like I said, if it is a relationship, major arcana is here, or Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars with the Emperor, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising with the Chariot, and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars with the Tower. But in any case, you are implementing these long-term goals for yourself. Now with the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups was clarified by the Knight of Cups. So with the Knight of Cups, this is saying that you are emotionally going toward, this is a minor arcana, clarifying, like putting more emphasis to the Chariot. So you are really going after what you feel emotionally connected to and what you want and desire in your life, while dreaming as well. But just do your best to not get caught in illusions. Or if you want to put your cup out to many things, like you may have a lot of business ideas that you want to do, narrow it down to 2 or 3 at a time. Alright? So, with the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Swords. So, you need to let go of whatever it is that you are holding on to. And by letting go, you will transition into better lands, or a better life and better mindset, even though there may be a little bit more choppy waters, which is represented by the choppy water under him. And you could be being guided by your higher self, or by a spiritual mentor, or somebody of that sort. Now with the Tarot card is clarified by the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands, this is saying that with you letting the tarot fall and getting rid of any clutter that no longer serves you, you will spark a new passionate vision for yourself. So this will help this vision by letting go of anything that does not serve you and letting the tarot fall once again, and really going after this passionate idea for yourself. Now we have 2 aces, so this is talking about really new beginnings. And with that being said, you also have a lot of cards of being in independence and making your life better for your own self, regardless if you're dealing with a relationship or not. Now with the King of Pentacles is clarified by the Death card. So with the Death card, this is talking about transformation and really transforming yourself, or transforming anything and everything that no longer serves you. But this reading is a lot about getting rid of old shit from the past. And once you transform and you let go of old shit from the past, you will be in a place of happiness and abundance in the material world, as well as grounded in the material world and having everything that you want and need. But remember, do your best to not let this energy influence you to be selfish, but transform anything and everything that you need to transform in order to move forward. Now you have the Tarot in the Death card, so you could be heavily dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars during this time, or just dealing with a lot of transformation during this Sun transiting the first 15 degrees of Leo. Now let's move on to the Moonology Oracle cards to see what the Mother Moon has to say to you through me. Now with your first card being the South Node, from Mother Moon to you through me, and this is don't let your past hold you back. So there's a lot of cards. I'm going to pick up the cards, the transformation, defeat, you transitioning. There's a lot of cards that are pointing to walking away from what no longer serves you. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is very much about transitioning from what no longer serves you. Alright? So with that being said, emotionally and mentally as well, which is emotionally is the 8 of Cups, mentally is the 6 of Swords. So with that being said, really find your own independence and move away that no longer serves you, so you can be in this happy home for yourself. Alright? And take power and control over this new idea that you've given birth to for yourself, or this clarity that you've gotten, so you can take power and control over your life as a whole, and really start implementing these long-term goals by moving emotionally towards what you want and desire, which is also talking about with the Knight of Cups and you dreaming, but do not let illusions get in the way, and don't let your past hold you back. Now with the second card that you get is full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So release negativity, release anything that you may have felt defeated by, or and release anything. Once again, just talking, just more emphasis on leaving things that are no longer behind. So release the negativity. And your last card that you get from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So as long as you leave everything that it is that you need to leave, this cycle that has been tough for you will come to an end for you. So just release, accept the defeat, accept how life is, and release, once again, what no longer serves you. This whole reading is talking about you releasing and being stuck, but the reading is telling you to let go. Alright? You're being stuck because you keep on holding on with the Four of Pentacles, but it's time to let go. Now, with that being said, that's all I have for this reading. I hope this helped. I hope this brought any clarity to you. I hope this aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul Fam. Shout out to Dollar Pine Man, Esoteric Cloud Soulful, Chandra Rise, all the Soul Fam. If you don't know who Dollar Pine Man is, I recommend you to go check out his channel. He is he's very knowledgeable and has a lot of wisdom under his belt. But with that being said, I hope you have a good Jupiter day. I hope you have a good first 15 degrees of the sun being in Leo. And until next time,